Okay, what's up, everybody? I'm just going to be down here for a few minutes. I figure we do another Hot Topics real quick. I'm on the Jasmine brand, and I saw this thing with Wendy. I figured we would talk because we have been talking about Wendy's outfits, and that's going to be, I guess, a topic of discussion in the coming weeks on Real Housewives of Potomac. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. I just started talking. That was rude. Hey. So Wendy is online talking about how, look at her titties are out. Her titties are out. And she come in that black outfit. Look, she looks incredible, and she has her hair up. That is how you do it. Like when you walk into when you have all this out, you want all this and your titties to be sitting up, right? And you have your melons, but then you want it to go up, right? That's why I always say when you got all this, you want your neck to be up, but then you don't want your hair to be down, right? You want your hair to be up so you could it just can keep going up. It's beautiful. I don't know what Wendy got going on in this picture, but I like the outfit where she has her tits out. It's like black and her hair is just going straight up. She looks good. She really looks good. But she sent a tweet yesterday. So when I wore these outfits last year during season 5 of RHOP, no one had a problem with it or questioned me. I guess the real issue is that I got my boobs done, not my outfit choices. The negative narrative surrounding my appearance is body shaming at its finest. Is it body shaming? I think what it is, I think what it is for a lot of people, they are used to you. Like, are you used to you already? You know, it's which is why you have a psychological exam, because you're going to look different. And you're going to look different not only to yourself, but to other people around you. And people may not know how to respond to the difference or into the energy that comes with your breast augmentation, right? So you have a different energy, you come in with a different energy, you look different. That might be jarring for some people, right? Some people, like, honestly, Giselle doesn't have anything to be judged. You saw Giselle in that little painted on dress she had on last week, 2 weeks ago. She looked fat. She looked fine as hell. Her hair should have been up in that thing, but she doesn't have anything to be jealous of. I think what people are just not used to it, with everything that comes to it. I'll give the other people that. I mean, it's just the way that you talk about it kind of will determine how people perceive how you feel, right? Because it's like, how are you talking about Wendy? Are you being negative? Are you saying, girl, we're not used to this, you're a little bit too much now? I'm sure that happens a lot. The person looks different. She looks different. The energy is different. The vibration is different. This is not little titty Wendy anymore. This is big titty Wendy. Big titty Wendy out here. I don't know if it's body shaming. I just think it's more so people not knowing how to receive it. They're not used to it yet. Are you used to your body yet? You know? Kanye West is taking his talents elsewhere to finish his Donda album. As previously reported, the rapper has been residing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. He's moving to another stadium. I guess he's going to have 2 more listening parties. I think it's absolutely incredible that this man moves culture the way that he does, and it's so funny because every time Kanye moves, it seems that black media believes that his movements are to be accepted back into the community. And I honestly, truly believe that Kanye does not care. I really believe that, because every time he comes out with something, there's all of these reports like, are you good? Are you good with Kanye now? Has Kanye reconciled his whatever he has with the black community? It's always this idea that Kanye's motivation is to get back into the folds of the black community. And I don't think that he gives a fuck. And I think that this relationship that black media has with Kanye West is really weird. It's really weird. Like, somebody posted online, because he had $50 chicken tenders. He didn't have them, but at the venue, there were $50 chicken tenders. And somebody said that's anti-black. And I was like, okay, if it's anti-black to have $50 chicken tenders, first of all, anti-black, what does that mean? Anti-black because he doesn't have chicken tenders, or because they're $50? How is that anti-black? One. And number two, why do you believe that the chicken tenders are for black people? Why do you believe that what Kanye does and how Kanye moves in his journey is for black people? He's a black man, but it's not like the tethering to him as a part of his identity, his blackness, is really the relationship that black media has with Kanye is very strange. It's very strange. It's always, is he trying to get back in the community? He's not. He's not, nor does he care. I mean, he's partner. You could tell by the man that they partner with will tell you whether or not he desires to be within within a black community. Does that make sense? Or am I completely off? I'm just saying. I think Kanye moves for Kanye. I think that after all these years to even suggest that Kanye is moving around in order to be accepted into the folds of the black community is just like ridiculous. I think it's amazing that he can do what he does within the culture, within the art of music and culture, that he can have an album, no artwork, no track titles, on pre-order, and people are pre-ordering it. They don't even know the names of the songs. They don't know, they haven't seen any artwork. They just want whatever it is Kanye is giving out, and whatever his musical genius brain. I know people don't like to hear when you use those words with Kanye, genius and Kanye. He's not a genius. He's not a genius. People, when they don't like you, they like to take away your abilities, right? And the things that you've been anointed with, people, and what you have been anointed to do, people like to take that away from you, right? When they don't like you. Kanye is a musical genius. Have you heard what he does? Okay. So a genius means that you have an ability to do something that you have not had formal training to do. Right? So you can be a genius in knitting. Bitch, you just pick up some knitting needles and get to knitting. Bitch, you're a knitting genius. You understand what I'm saying? He is a musical genius. Don't take that away from Ye. Okay? Crazy ass Gemini. Don't take that away from him. Has he said, and then that's another thing. I do want to say this about Kanye West. Because a lot of people just, they it's like, throw him away, cancel him, and this and that. And I think about what Kanye West truly has done. When you think about Kanye West and what he has truly done, if you really feel like his presence and his image is like detrimental to black people, and he doesn't love black people and all this other stuff, all these things that people say about Kanye, you know. What has Kanye West done to harm anyone? He says dumb shit. And sometimes our words can harm people, right? Or we can say harmful things. We just last week was talking, 2 weeks ago, talking about the dummy getting on stage and his words being hurtful to people. So, you know, the slavery is a choice thing. What else has Kanye said? What else has Kanye done? See, I feel like when you are like quote unquote getting rid of people or canceling people or holding people accountable, what did they do to hurt? Are they hurting someone? Did they do something to change the reality of another human being? Have they harmed another human being? When you think about it, Kanye, what has Kanye done to anyone but say the things that he has always said, that he has always said? I will say it again, that he has always said. And then this idea that Kanye, he does the gospel thing because he's trying to get back into the folds of the black community. Kanye has always had a gospel influence in his music. That's why I want to understand, like, y'all not really y'all just saying stuff when you talking about Kanye and the gospel thing. He's always had that influence in his music, choirs and stuff like that. If you listen to his music, but I think it's absolutely amazing what he does, and he knows that he has this influence, and I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. Y'all know Kanye will say some stupid stuff, and we can come out here and say what you said was dumb. That was dumb as hell. But just because what he said was dumb, you can't take away from his ability, which if you really sit down and listen, he has a gift. He has a gift, and he is a person who has a gift that is a human, and so the human with this gift says dumb shit. But it doesn't take away that it doesn't take away from the gift that he's been blessed with by the universe. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's amazing how he moves culture. I do. And I'm going to give him props. He's not doing anything bad. He's making music. He's not harming anybody. The music is not, the words and the lyrics of the music are not harming anybody. They're not, he has changed his message, right? It's now more God focused, right? I don't think anything is wrong with it. And actually that last album, I actually listened to songs off of that. I'm not a religious person at all, but it sounds good. It sounds good. The vibration of it sounds good. So when people get mad at Kanye, I'm like, what are you really getting mad at? Because he married Kim? Like, he's a black man in America who has the pathology of black men is just like really fucked up. So that's part of that. But that doesn't take away from his gifts. It doesn't take away from his gifts. So I guess that's all I have to say. Let me see about Kanye. About Kanyeezy. Oh, K Michelle's going through the IVF process. She about to have some babies. I'm going to go ahead and do IVF one last time, and I'll ask God for 2 girls again. But if he gives me 2 boys, that's what it's going to be. Not spending another dime or poking myself in the stomach with needles no more. I should actually sit myself down and even carry them the natural way. Every time I go to the doctor, he looks at me and says, Kimberly, your uterus is very strong. Why are you getting a surrogate? I just ignore him because I just want the babies dropped off like a Little Caesar hot and ready pizza. She's so stupid. My body has been through hell already. I feel that. I promise y'all, God doesn't play when it comes to humbling me. He slaps me hard right across the face. It's like I'm slowly seeing everything in my life differently. It's eye-opening, and I'm beyond humbled and grateful for everything I have. I don't know why that made me emotional. Okay. Sitting around paying thousands of dollars on top of sitting around paying thousands of dollars on top doctors and new age techniques to have 2 little girls when God might just want me to be a boy mom, sitting around pouting for what I want. I've literally spent over $300,000 in my own cash to have little girls. God is trying to show me something. There are so many women who can't even have kids, and I have the nerve to complain of the gender of the embryos after IVF. And the crazy part is, this is the gag, bitch. You can have the baby and they be trans. You think you have a person with a vagina and they're going to be living as a girl, and when they grow up, they're like, I don't feel like a girl, I'm a boy, and they trans. Then you end up being a boy mom anyway. That's the gag. Y'all be trying to, I want this gender. When that person grows up, they may not feel like that's the gender that they were assigned at birth. They may not feel like that. So all these gender reveals and shit like that, y'all don't be knowing shit. And you paying money to have babies, and you really playing with the universe. And I agree with her. Maybe you are supposed to have boy children. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. And you playing around and paying all this money just to have girls. Like, that's a little odd to me. It is a little selfish. I feel like it is a little selfish, and I feel like it's very arrogant. I'm glad that she is sharing, because I'm sure a lot of people don't even realize, like, how selfish are you? Like, you really are saying, I want two girls and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to just have two girls, not just two healthy little humans. I want to have two specifically girls. And you don't know, just because they're whatever the doctor assigns them at birth, you don't know that that's going to what you're going to wind up with. You don't know that. You don't know that. And that's the truth. And that's a fact. That's a fact. No matter how you feel, that is a fact. You're not going to know. So I'm glad that she's reflecting. That's one thing, is like the best thing that you can do is reflect on shit. Just reflect on it. And I'm glad she's saying that, you know, she's not going to spend another dime trying to get quote unquote two girls. Good for her. She's realized it. Like, this is crazy. And she has put her body through a lot. All them surgeries and stuff like that. And then getting all that stuff out of her butt. It's like all of that those foreign substances and things like that was like rejecting, her body was rejecting it. You put a foreign substance in your body will reject it. It will. I remember when I was like in my early 20s, I got my belly button pierced, and my body was like, absolutely not, and pushed that shit out of my body. I have a scar on my belly button because of a piercing that I had, and my body rejected the piercing. Your body will reject things that don't belong in it. Food. If your food's not agreeing with you, your body will be like, get that shit out of me. The body is amazing if you can think about it. And you are putting all of this foreign substances in your body, and your body saying, I don't want it. And now you got to get all of this stuff taken out of your body. And then you want to have a baby. And then it's a lot. I'm glad she's reflecting and seeing, like, you know, maybe I'm just a boy mom, or, you know, what it is. So what it is. Anyways, okay, y'all, that's enough. I'll take care of each other and protect your energy. I'll talk to y'all later. It's time for me to go. I'm gonna go make me some coffee and eat my my little kimchi bowl. Talk to y'all later. Peace.